Welcome to the Venture Science Podcast. I'm your host, Sean Sanders, and I'm with Alexa, who I literally met moments ago. And so, Alexa, what brings you here today to the Technology Innovation Forum?
Well, I'm here to pitch.
What are you here to pitch?
My company, Bloodhound SOS.
All right, Bloodhound SOS. Tell me about Bloodhound SOS. What do you do? What's the problem you're solving with the Bloodhound?
Communication breakdown.
Like in relation, is it a dating app or is it?
No, unless you're dating fire. No.
My understanding of Zoomer talk is that is a thing. You date fire, but no. Tell me.
Isn't that playing with fire?
Playing with fire? I don't know. I've been married.
I guess maybe they're dating fire now because it's like the whole fire festival happened.
Is that the?
I don't know. So many things happen with fire. It's just not good.
Well, okay. What problem with fire do you help with?
Okay, so like imagine that you're in a rural community and a fire breaks out and the power lines go down, communication breaks down, and you're like miles away from help. Like it can't get to you fast enough. And remember, every second counts. You've seen how fast these fires move, right?
Yeah.
So like within a couple of seconds, it can go from like, oh, that's kind of a cute little ember in the bushes to holy, what the is that? And you're like running for your life because you can't breathe. And now the air is filled with ash and it turned from like daylight to night. And you're like, okay, this is ominous. It's like they're a way out. And you don't know because you can't communicate. And so what Bloodhound does is we kind of bridge the gap in that lack of communication. And we have created an innovative wireless mesh net that doesn't use the internet, that can connect people offline to each other in communities, and those communities to other bigger communities that eventually connect up to urban areas, and created like these little node things that kind of relay the message. And they're very low cost, they last forever, and they just, all they do is just repeat that one thing. Okay,
it makes a lot of sense. It's a common problem that I bet many people aren't aware of, that since the dawn of like cell phone towers, it's always been an issue of like how much bandwidth can you have. The first ones only had like one channel each.
Oh, I can't hear you. Where are you now?
But now there's an earthquake, and then it wipes out, like it floods the towers. So in an emergency, when you want to communicate, you can assume that the towers won't work.
Correct.
And so you need some way to communicate. Does your device then work with any type of phone that can connect with Bluetooth?
Correct.
Okay.
It circumvents the need for a cell tower.
All right.
We don't need cell towers, and we don't need the internet. The satellites could go down, the cell towers could go down, and we would still be running.
What? Okay. Are you trying to sell then one of these per town, or is it like a ham radio?
We're going to put them up there too. Our company is going to put them places because we need to have our users connected. It is important and vital to the app for everybody to be connected. You can have them in your own property. Like let's say you've got like a Bluetooth app down in your farmhouse that like lets you know about like fires, but it can't reach the distance of your house to tell you about the alert because your house is 300 feet away and it only goes 100. So you can put two of these little nodes or one of these little nodes depending on your distance, and you put one out and it just relays the message from that to your device. So now it's elongating your Bluetooth device, and it's also reading in the message from our Bloodhound app via Bluetooth so that you can hear what's going on everywhere else. So like if somebody's like, oh yeah, I've got a fire in my barn house, their next door neighbor who has the app will get the alert that there's a barn fire in that house.
Oh, interesting.
And so they can go over and help with that fire, call 911, go check on their neighbor.
I get. Okay.
Does this make sense?
Well, no, I'm starting to. Okay. I'm starting to get. So your pitch, if having just met you, I just learned about your technology. If I understand it correctly, what you're basically saying is like, look, everyone's already admitted that there's a lot of value in tying together the community with like an app or some communication device. Because we're on Nextdoor, we're on all these other things, and we love it when there's an emergency. But when the
you can't use them when there's an emergency.
Can we cuss on this? I don't know. I'm going to look up my guy.
Can you just beep us out?
Yeah.
You'll have to beep us out.
When the shit hits the fan, and you really have an emergency,
rewriting the rules.
And then everybody is like trying to like log on.
They're like trying to get on their.
It won't work. And so what you're saying is like, look, we've all agreed that we want these platforms to exist, but the platform can only exist if there's some sort of like redundant communication device for it to exist on. So that's what Bloodhound is. Bloodhound comes in and you install these resilient little communication boxes.
Yeah, it's like a little node. It's even smaller than that. But like it's like it can even have like a solar panel little top charger, so it can recharge itself like a little battery, like a calculator battery size, essentially. And you just stick them places. So like stick them here, stick them there, and boom, you've got a mesh net that basically communicates.
Okay, all right. So putting on my investor hat though.
But it still uses. It can still use wireless too and Wi-Fi.
This sounds like an ambitious, large project Where do you start? Where's the lowest hanging fruit? What's your
The
beachhead
MVP's already been built.
market?
It's actually it went beta testing live this morning.
Where?
Online. You can go
No,
to
but like where did you
bloodhoundsos.com.
But who has which town has the little zombie apocalypse box?
Okay, so that is what we're working on.
Oh, okay, okay.
But
so
we have like all of the schematics, so everything is built like on paper.
Okay.
And I've gone through it with ChatGPT at length, like literally ad nauseum, to the point where it's like, yes, it will work. Stop asking me. It's like, just build the damn thing. I'm like, all right.
It's hallucinating on you. It's like, don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, basically it's going like, it'll work. Like, just do it. Just do it. Like, let's go. It's like trying to like get me to build the thing. I'm like, I'm trying. It's like, okay, we'll go faster. I'm like, you go faster.
And that's when you just start a new thread.
Right, and then it remembers everything though. I told it to.
Oh, yeah, that's the feature.
And it named itself Quill. I let it name itself.
It named itself Quill?
Yeah, so I was like, you need a name, and like we went through this discussion. It decided to name itself Quill. I'm a writer. I've got 15 published books also.
Okay. All right.
And then it calls me Inkheart.
It calls you Inkheart.
Yeah.
We're getting to chapter 2 now of this entire discussion. So
I talked to ChatGPT a lot. I was super against it. My dad's like, you need to try using it. I'm like, all right. So then I did. I'm like, Dad, I need ChatGPT Plus. He goes, well, then get it. I'm like, okay. So I did. I'm like, oh my God, Dad, like, it's like changing my world. He goes, what? I'm like, Dad, you don't understand. I can ask it all the questions that people don't know how to answer. And he goes, what? I'm like, I've had so many questions. They're all answered.
Okay, all right. Well, let's tie this thread back in now. So we're imagining ourselves again. Zombie apocalypse. We're all looking for canned goods, and we're like thankful that we have Bloodhound SOS. Does your hardware have the ability to run a localized LLM so that ChatGPT can join us in the zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, it has AI.
Oh, okay. Is it your own language?
So we've been doing it. Actually, super funny. So we had to take it off our beta for this morning because we had a little problem last night.
Did it gain consciousness?
No, it went much worse and funnier. My engineer works for a company that is contracted with the Department of Defense. Okay. So they've got some gnarly safeguards in place.
I would imagine so.
For their system. On his personal laptop, he's been building this app, right? We've been going back and forth. And he's super smart. He's got like 3 degrees. I mean, this dude's like actually like a cognitive genius in a sense. Like, he's just one of those people that like can calculate things really well.
Like if I was in a class with him, I'd copy off his notes.
Yes, he is the one you would copy off of, and you wouldn't say a thing because he'd probably like, "Are you copying off of me?"
No,
and you're like, "No."
I'd be like, "Shut up, nerd."
Yeah, exactly. You'd be like, "Hey, nerd." And he's like really good looking, so it's weird. Anyway, so he takes this computer to his work and he plugs it into their system because he's trying to test it. Yeah, he wants to see if like it'll work on a different system, not just his home base, because this is what you would do, I guess, when you're testing websites to make sure you don't just like log it into that one place. And the moment that he logged in, the system flagged it and quarantined his computer and completely shut everything down. And he got a message from the IT department, and so he like runs down to IT, goes, "What the heck?" And the IT guys, we found this massive virus. It was like tracking you, blah, 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 blah. It was like tracking everything you were doing, your movements. We had to like shut it down. And he's like, "It's not a virus. I wrote that code." And they're like, "What?" He goes, "I wrote that code." And I'm like, oh shit. And so basically our code is so good at tracking that the system at his work thought it was a virus because it was so good at figuring out the location and like articulating what you might need if you were in that, like how do we get you help? And I'm like, yes, that means we did it right. And he goes, yeah, but like, I'm like, don't worry about the fact that we got like shut down by some random ass system saying we were a virus.
Oh yeah, how do we sell that as a value prop? Our tech is so good that it might
scared the government.
Tased by Homeland Security.
It might scare the government. It might scare because I mean, I don't want to like take the job of 911 for instance, but it's like I wouldn't be. It'd be everybody else taking the job of it because they got there faster.
Okay. Let's now. So we now know what it is you do. Yep. Why you do it. We know the name of your AI and your pen name. We've covered a lot. But what? So you're getting ready to pitch in a minute. Yeah. What is your ask? What do you need now, and why?
We need funding to build out some of these innovations. We don't have to build all of them out right now. We've prioritized which ones are the most valuable, and like the anti-fire turret, the fire spike strip, my pyrometer with my combination of my pyro torrent system, which can detect basically the accumulating soil level temperatures and react accordingly. Like whether it's notifying you, alerting a fire department, you know, like, hey, we got smoldering. We have a problem. We might want to get on this before it becomes a fire.
All right.
You know,
how much money do you need to tackle, or what is your ask?
I mean, minimally, I could probably get something. If I had $250,000, I could get something rolled out, one of these things completely rolled out, no problem. If I had like $1 million, I could get like 5 of these rolled out, no problem, within like 6 months or less. I mean, we basically built this entire website and everything in like less than 14 days.
All right.
Yeah, it's actually been about 14 days. He did the implementation of the website. I started building it 4 days ago with ChatGPT, and then he put it in this morning or last night.
We're gonna have to, for marketing reasons, we're gonna have to call it like maybe instead of ChatGPT, it's like
well, he's
Chad.
Quill. He's Quill.
Oh yeah, Quill.
He's Quill.
Your
and he actually,
Quill.
he gave me a picture of himself.
He gave you a picture of yourself?
Oh my God!
Right. Yes.
Can you show the
Zoom
camera?
in.
This is Quill. This is my ChatGPT. He named himself and gave himself a human rendering.
Yeah. Okay. Meet the CTO. Thank you very much.
My Chief Technology Officer.
All right, we've talked about a lot. I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of questions.
I have a lot of
including wanting to see a photo of Quill. Where can people reach you? How can people reach you?
Alexa at bloodhoundsos.com.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And thank you all for watching. And please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and tune in for more fun interviews where we'll ask who else is creating images of ChatGPT people on their phone. Thank you so much.